So it looks like Offset is sick and tired of Cardi B having all the positive attention from their divorce, because he is out here trying to sabotage what she has going on. And y'all, it's a crazy mess. Cardi announced a couple of weeks ago that she and Offset were in fact getting a divorce, and a few hours later she announced additionally that she was pregnant with her third child, which undoubtedly caused a lot of drama. However, Offset was kind of cast as the villain in this story, because people are talking about how Cardi left him because he couldn't stop cheating on her and making her look bad. But he just spilled some wild tea about how Cardi allegedly planned out the whole thing for Clout, and how she is allegedly using their personal drama to push her album again. So is Cardi really out here using Offset for clout? And did she really take every single cent out of their marriage? Let's talk about it. Now, if you've been following Cardi and Offset's shenanigans for the past couple of months or years, then you probably already knew that she was pregnant, because fans figured it out months ago. But for some reason, she refused to announce the pregnancy until the very day that her divorce from Offset was announced. And Offset is now out here claiming that she planned the whole thing down to the T. An insider gave the inside tea on the divorce and said they've grown apart. That's what drove her to this decision more than anything else. This is something she wants to do. Cardi's main priority is obtaining primary custody of their two children. They both have been trying to figure out what their future looks like for a while now. It's not something that happened overnight. They've both been on the same page. There wasn't pushback. They've grown apart, and that feeling has gotten stronger over time. It's become unavoidable. She has no ill will towards him. She's wishing him the best. She's not going into this next season of her life with any beef or any drama. She wants everything to be very peaceful. But a few hours later, Cardi posted some seriously steamy pictures on Instagram, confirming that she was in fact pregnant. Now, one thing about Cardi B is that she knows how to make a pregnancy announcement in style. Well, Offset is now claiming that this is another case of Cardi using their marriage for clout, and he is insisting that it is not the first time that she's done this. He claimed that Cardi allegedly has no issues with putting their marriage out there and painting it in a bad light as long as it benefits her and her career. And it's not that hard to believe him, because there has been speculation about this for a long time. For example, in 2020, Cardi claimed that things had gotten so bad between them that she filed for divorce from him. According to the court documents that she filed at the time, she claimed that the marriage was irretrievably broken and that there was no hope for reconciliation. She also requested primary custody of Culture and demanded that Offset pay her child support. This was before she gave birth to Wave, so it was just Culture at the time. Now, that was the second time that she had filed for divorce from Offset, so we assumed that that was the final straw for Cardi and that she was gonna leave him for good. I mean, who would file for divorce a second time just for fun? Well, turns out it might have been Cardi, because to everybody's surprise, Cardi didn't even pretend to be serious about the divorce, because she started hanging out with Offset only a few weeks after she filed. From the videos that we saw, they were not hanging out as exes or just as friends either, because they looked a little too intimate for just friends. Y'all, who knew what they was doing behind closed doors, and if they were that cozy in front of the cameras? See, at that point, it was clear that the divorce was all for PR, because she wasn't even committed to trying to make the supposed divorce look real. They couldn't keep their hands off each other to even sell this fake divorce, and nobody bought it. Then they staged a reconciliation when he got her a Rolls Royce as her birthday gift, and a few days after this, she officially filed to have the divorce dismissed. But not long after that, Cardi dropped her song with Megan Thee Stallion called WAP, which was an instant hit, y'all remember? Debuting as #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. So I'd say that publicity stunt was worth it. And what do you know? Cardi is preparing to drop her second solo album, and the next thing we know, she's filing for divorce and dropping pregnancy announcements. Y'all know that divorce court hate to see Cardi coming. Like, what? But if you're wondering why she would go this far, it's because she has everything riding on the success of her up-and-coming album. For an artist her size, it's kind of wild that she has only one album out. She has been riding the wave of invasion of privacy for about 7 years, and there has been talk among fans that the album is going to be a flop because she can't sell another album. The perfect time for her to drop the album would have been while Invasion of Privacy was still very hot, but they're saying that she lost the momentum, and here we are. But get this, fans are not the only ones who have doubts about Cardi's ability to sell, because according to multiple blind items, her label is seriously considering dropping her because she's not making them much money anymore. She has only dropped one album in 7 years, and she's never been on tour. She got pregnant with Culture right after Invasion of Privacy dropped, so she couldn't even go on tour. And considering that touring is one of the major ways that labels make their money back from artists, safe to say that Atlantic Records hasn't been making their money back on Cardi, and clearly has not made much of a profit recently. But according to this blind item, a secret meeting about the Nip Tuck female rapper's album took place this week, and her bosses don't think her fans are motivated enough to keep it on the charts. All of the following things have happened since she made her first single and album: one Trump presidency, one election, one Biden presidency, another election, COVID-19, etc. The people who signed her are embarrassed, and the moles are talking. That's why she was so rattled this week. A publicity stunt is scheduled for the first week of August. And it goes without saying that Cardi is a star, and even with all the naysayers and everybody doubting her, there's still a very high chance that Cardi could shut all the haters up and sell out massively. The Cardi gang is still very strong, and they might actually turn up for Cardi, even though they haven't been doing a whole lot of that recently. But y'all know how blind items are, and how they said that this is a publicity stunt that was scheduled for the first week of August, right? Well, the first week of August rolled out, and we got the divorce and pregnancy announcement. But interestingly, Offset is claiming that the reason that Cardi refused to announce her pregnancy and keep it secret was that she wanted to give the fans a double whammy and create a lot of momentum for the drop of her album. And unfortunately, Offset got caught up in the middle of it because everybody assumed that Cardi filed for divorce because Offset cheated on her. A few weeks before the divorce announcement, we found out that Offset had gotten his side piece pre-pregnant. However, Cardi didn't seem to mind much, and she told us to mind our business.
Harder in the industry and in every genre, harder than a female rapper. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because you have to have the best verses. You gotta have the best verses, and not only that, you gotta kill the charts. And then on top of that, your personal life gotta be perfect, or then the odd bitches is gonna use that against you. Oh, your husband, shut up. I made more money than all the niggas.
But all of a sudden, she wants a divorce now. And Offset is convinced that she is punishing him for the affairs, even though they've both talked it out. But I don't know if Offset's really right about this, because it turns out that Cardi left and left Offset broke. Turns out that a few months before Cardi left him, he was hit with the tax lien of $1.6 million. Now that's not the only one though, because he was also hit with another lien of $32,963. Now for somebody who raps and brags about how rich he is and goes about calling the rest of us brokies, Offset sure does owe a lot of money that he can't seem to pay off. But interestingly, this is the only name on the debt, because Cardi's name isn't anywhere on the documents. There are also some reports that he owes a lot of money to other people. So yeah, he doesn't have as much money as he tries to make us think he has, because Cardi was the baller in the relationship. That probably explains why Offset is now trying to claim that Cardi is using their divorce for clout, and she meticulously planned it out to benefit as much as she could from it, to try to get the momentum to push her album and sell more records. But y'all know the fans have been all over this little scandal, and they believe in comments saying Cardi has no sophomore album, pregnant with her third child, going through a divorce, all her singles fell off the charts, her relevancy in the GP is fading, she isn't being considered as a rapper. Focus. I ain't gonna lie, them blind items was right about Cardi. They said she was pregnant and she was gonna announce it the first week of August with the publicity stunt about her divorce for her album promo, and sure enough, and Cardi has had more divorce filings than albums. This publicity stunt is tired and predictable. Y'all, the situation's getting kinda crazy. But let me know what y'all think about this. Do you think that Cardi is just divorcing for clout? Or is she for real this time? Drop your thoughts and comments below, and then check out this next video.